Why humans get anxious. You are lying in bed. The room is quiet. The doors are locked. Nothing dangerous is happening. Yet your heart beats a little faster. Your mind starts searching for problems. What if tomorrow goes badly? What if you forgot something important? What if something is wrong and you just haven't noticed it yet? Strange, isn't it? Because if you look around, there is no predator in the room, no storm approaching, no immediate danger, and yet your brain acts as if something might be about to happen. Why? Why would evolution create a brain that worries about things that don't even exist? The real answer is far stranger, because anxiety was never designed for the modern world. It was designed for a world that disappeared thousands of years ago, and once you understand that world, you may never think about anxiety the same way again. Imagine walking through a forest 50,000 years ago. The sun is beginning to set. You are far from your shelter. The world is growing darker. Then you hear something, a rustle in the bushes. That's all, just a sound. Your heart immediately speeds up. Your muscles become tense. Your attention narrows. Your brain begins imagining possibilities, a predator, a rival tribe, danger. Most of the time, there is nothing there, just wind, just leaves, just your imagination. But one day the sound is real, and on that day, the person who pays attention survives. The person who ignores it does not. That single difference changed human history. The human brain did not evolve to make you calm. It evolved to keep you alive, and survival often required expecting trouble before trouble arrived. Imagine two ancient humans, both hear the same strange sound. The first ignores it, the second becomes cautious. Most of the time, the cautious person is wrong, but evolution doesn't care about being right most of the time. It cares about surviving the rare moments when danger is real. A false alarm is inconvenient. A missed threat can be fatal. Over thousands of generations, natural selection favored brains that noticed potential dangers, brains that asked, what if? What if something goes wrong? What if there's a threat? Those brains survived, and eventually they became your brain. This idea is sometimes called the smoke detector principle. Imagine a smoke detector in your house. If it goes off while you're cooking, it's annoying, but if it fails during a real fire, the consequences could be disastrous. So smoke detectors are designed to be overly sensitive. Your brain works the same way. It would rather warn you too often than not warn you enough. That strategy helped your ancestors survive, but it also created anxiety. One of the biggest triggers for anxiety is uncertainty. Humans hate uncertainty. The feeling can be deeply uncomfortable. Why? Because uncertainty once carried important information. If your ancestors didn't know where food was, that mattered. If they didn't know whether another tribe was friendly, that mattered. If they didn't know what made a sound outside their shelter at night, that mattered. The brain learned that uncertainty deserved attention, immediate attention. Thousands of years later, that system is still running, waiting for exam results, waiting for an important email, waiting for a medical report, waiting for a text message, waiting for someone to call back. The situation may be completely safe, but your brain doesn't care. It sees uncertainty, and uncertainty activates ancient survival systems. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman spent decades studying how people make decisions under uncertainty. His research revealed something fascinating. Humans often pay more attention to possible losses than possible gains. Losing something feels more important than gaining something. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes perfect sense. Missing a threat could be dangerous. Missing an opportunity was usually less costly. Your brain still carries that ancient bias today. Another reason humans get anxious is because humans possess an extraordinary ability. You can imagine the future. Most animals focus on what is happening right now. Humans can mentally travel through time. You can imagine tomorrow, next week, next year. You can imagine situations that have never happened. That ability helped humans build civilization. It helped create agriculture, cities, science, technology. But it came with a hidden cost. A brain that can imagine future success can also imagine future disaster. What if I fail? What if people reject me? What if everything falls apart? Your brain is trying to prepare, but preparation can slowly become worry, and worry can become anxiety. The same intelligence that helped humans survive can sometimes trap them inside their own thoughts. Social life adds another layer to the story. Humans are among the most social creatures on Earth. For most of history, survival depended on belonging to a group. Groups shared food, groups shared protection, groups shared knowledge. Being accepted increased the chances of survival. Being rejected could be dangerous. Because of this, the human brain became highly sensitive to social threats, a negative comment, an embarrassing mistake, being ignored, being left out. These experiences can feel surprisingly painful. Why? Because your brain still treats social belonging as a survival issue. Neuroscientist Naomi Eisenberger found evidence suggesting that social pain and physical pain share overlapping brain processes. The details are complex. The message is simple. Your brain takes rejection seriously, very seriously. Thousands of years ago, that sensitivity helped humans stay connected to their communities. Today, the same system reacts to social media: likes, comments, followers, approval, rejection. The environment changed. The machinery remained. The modern world has introduced another challenge. Your ancestors lived in small groups, not millions, not billions, small groups. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar proposed that human social networks may be influenced by cognitive limits, often associated with what became known as Dunbar's number. The exact number is debated, but the idea remains powerful. Human brains evolved in communities where most people knew one another personally. Today, you can compare yourself to thousands of people in a single day: celebrities, influencers, athletes, executives, strangers. The social brain now processes far more information than it evolved to handle, and sometimes anxiety is the result. Memory also plays a role. Researchers such as Elizabeth Loftus have shown that memory is not a perfect recording device. Your brain stores information that seems useful. Danger seems useful. Embarrassment seems useful. Painful mistakes seem useful. As a result, negative memories often receive special attention. Your brain remembers them because it believes they may help protect you in the future. The system is trying to help. But it can also make the world seem more dangerous than it really is. Sleep reveals another clue. Have you noticed how worries often become larger at night? Problems that seem manageable during the day can suddenly feel overwhelming in the dark. Part of the reason is biological. Your body evolved under natural cycles of light and darkness. Circadian rhythms influence hormones, energy levels, attention, and emotions. Modern technology often disrupts those ancient patterns. Artificial light extends activity long after sunset. Phones provide endless stimulation. Notifications continue arriving. The brain receives signals that conflict with millions of years of evolution. Your body notices, even when you don't. A tired brain often perceives more threats. A rested brain often evaluates them more calmly. Perhaps the most surprising part of this story is that anxiety is not a flaw. It is not evidence that something is broken. It is evidence that something is working exactly as evolution intended. The same system that creates worry also creates preparation. The same system that notices danger also helps avoid it. The same system that imagines problems also helps solve them. Without anxiety, many of your ancestors would not have survived. Without anxiety, humans might never have reached this point in history. The problem isn't anxiety itself. The problem is that ancient survival systems now operate inside a modern world. Your brain evolved for predators, not notifications. It evolved for uncertainty in the wilderness, not uncertainty in email inboxes. It evolved for small tribes, not global social networks. The world changed faster than evolution could adapt. Yet the ancient alarm system remains. Every nervous thought, every restless night, every moment of worry, every feeling of uncertainty, they all carry traces of ancient minds navigating ancient landscapes. And tonight, when you find yourself worrying about something, A deadline, a message, a future problem. Remember something strange? Part of your brain is still standing in a dark forest 50,000 years ago, listening carefully to something moving in the bushes. That danger is gone. But the ancient alarm system remains, and that is why humans still get anxious.